What's going on, guys? I know it's a little played out to say only in 2020, but only in 2020. So on the undercard of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., which I talked about right before this video, Jake Paul will be taking on Nate Robinson. Yes, Jake Paul, younger brother of Logan Paul and the 5'9" dunk contest champion, Nate Robinson. Now, some may be wondering why Jake Paul and Nate Robinson are fighting on the undercard of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., but in my opinion, this whole event's kind of a spectacle already, and this makes a lot of sense. And in fact, boxing has done this before. Jake Paul and Anderson Gibb fought on the undercard of a championship fight, and it's all to bring Jake Paul's young viewers to the sport of boxing. So the sport of boxing gets more fans, it gets more pay-per-view buys, and it just adds to the whole spectacle of the whole thing, right? Not only that, there's a little backstory between these two. Nate Robinson called out Jake Paul because after Jake Paul beat Deji and Anderson Gibb, he was kind of acting like he was hot shit, and Nate Robinson found that comical and said, hey, you only beat some YouTubers, why don't you try fighting a real athlete like myself? I'll actually play a clip of that right now.
You know, it's like a bully. You're just calling out people that you know you can beat. So call out somebody that I'm not going for the bullshit. So I'm with all the smoke. I'm a top tier athlete. You beat me will probably be the biggest accomplishment for your boxing career. Saying, well, a social media influencer or whatever, that's your biggest claim to fame right now is knocking out Nate Robinson. So come do it.
Here's the thing, Jake Paul may have the boxing experience, but Nate Robinson's a legitimate athlete. I mean, he's 5'9" and he could jump over someone and dunk the basketball. That's just insane. He's a genetic freak, he really is. But on the other hand, Jake Paul does have the experience. He's been training with Sean Mosley. He's also been training with Ryan Garcia, legitimate pro boxers. So this is going to be interesting. We have on one hand the genetic freak versus experience time inside the ring. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If I had to make a prediction on who's gonna win, I gotta go with Jake Paul just because he does have that time and experience, and he's been going through a boxing camp and he's done this a few times already. Not only that, we've seen in boxing that it's not about how athletic you are, it's about the technique and skill you have. I mean, we've seen it in Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Everybody knows Deontay Wilder hasn't had much time in boxing, but he has the physical aspects to make up for that technical skill. So who knows, maybe we'll see that in Nate Robinson. But Tyson Fury showed that time inside the ring pays off in dividends. So yeah, I'm legitimately curious in this one. I want to see how this one plays out, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who are you going for? Do you like this fight? Do you think it's silly? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments below. But that's it for this one, guys. Until next time, peace.